It's one of those questions a lot of people out here don't even have a solid answer to. You've grown up around the heat, but how can you tell when you're just feeling hot versus when you're in legitimate danger of maybe having a heat stroke?
We all got a check engine light built into it, but we ignore it, and that's thirst. And that's when the light comes on, and when you become thirsty, that means that fluid needs to be replaced into your body, preferably water.
And before you say you've lived here your whole life and can take it,
Most of the medical emergencies are the people that live here.
Las Vegas Fire and Rescue's Tim Szymanski says the Vegas climate makes it especially easy to become dehydrated.
You need to perspire to keep your temperature at 98.6. That evaporation is what keeps it down. It evaporates so quickly here in the desert that we don't even see perspiration out there.
Sweating is usually an easy way to tell that you're losing water, but here in the desert, Szymanski suggests looking for other symptoms.
People sometimes don't want to talk about it, but this is really the best way to check, is check your urine every time you go to the bathroom. Look at the urine. It's supposed to be clear, maybe a little yellow tint. That means all systems are normal. The more color that you get into it, the darker it starts to get. That tells you that your body is starting to be damaged and you have a chance to fix it.
And then there's the more serious symptoms, the ones you feel.
The first one is dehydration. As you get worse, you go into heat exhaustion, and that's when you really start to feel weak. You got to sit down, you feel dizzy.
This is the down but not out stage.
You can stop thirst, dehydration, and heat exhaustion quickly just by drinking plain water.
But past heat exhaustion, that's when getting too hot can be deadly.
When you go past the point where it's really bad, you'll go into heat stroke, and that is a true medical emergency. We're going to have to rush you to the hospital with lights and sirens. There's been a collapse. Your body temperature could be 106 degrees. You're literally burning up, and you need definitive treatment at an emergency facility to take care of that. You don't want to get into that. That could cause permanent injury.
Szymanski says heat is the #1 weather-related killer in Nevada by far, more than any other, actually more than all of them combined. Here's a pretty good way to beat it. Park late at night with the sprinklers going off, playing a little volleyball.